Oaks, I know we are here to talk about superpowers and your dance music, but before we talk about that, before we get to know you better with Finky's favorites, before I ask you a question you have possibly never been asked before, I would never forgive myself if I didn't bring up your new song, Do You Hate Me Now?
Oh, really? You like it?
Oh, your vocals are hauntingly amazing.
Oh, thank you so much. That means the world to me. Thank you.
When you get to the part, I know what we had, you always bring it up, I legit want to break down in tears.
Oh, stop it.
Anyways, Oaks, welcome back to America's Dance 30.
Thank you. Thank you.
It is great seeing you again. Congratulations on the incredible success of Superpowers with Telykast.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm so happy. Wow, the response is crazy. This is crazy.
It is such an amazing song, and I can't wait to talk about how it was born with Telykast. But before that, let's get to know Oaks better again, this time with Finky's favorites.
Yes, okay.
Now, this might be hard to answer because I know you've written a lot of songs, but do you have a favorite lyric that you've written that just hits different every time you sing it?
Oh, that's such a hard question. I've written so many songs by now, but I think some lyrics from the chorus of Hope that I did with the Chainsmokers is still gonna be some of my favorites. Lyrics I've ever written.
And I'm so glad you brought that song up because I mentioned it to you last time. I personally think that's one of your most underrated songs. It is so good.
Thank you. No, it's just like the lyrics in that song is I think it's something that a lot of people can relate to, like when you realize that it wasn't you can confuse really toxic relationship with love, like I did when I was 19, and it's very common. So
I still confuse it. Now, speaking of that song, and not to keep going back to your original project, but when you've got heartbreaking songs like Do You Hate Me Now, like Hope, is it hard for you to perform them and not break down when you're performing them?
I think it feels more empowering in a way, It feels very empowering and beautiful because I also, when I see a lot of people that can relate to the lyrics, I think it's just, I'm in such a good place right now. So I'm we go through a lot of stuff in life and it teaches us important lessons. And I've grown so much as a person over these years, and you can also see that in my music. And I just feel like it feels very empowering.
I'm just always curious about that because one of my favorite genres of songs is really sad, depressing songs. And when I'm singing it as a listener, I start breaking into tears. So I don't know how the artist doesn't break into tears.
I've done it, of course, especially a song I wrote about my mom. And now that she's not here anymore, it's every time I sing it, I have to pinch myself not to cry.
Oh.
So yeah, it is hard sometimes when you really, and when you feel a bit weak maybe, or you feel you're not in your strongest moment, and then you sing though. But it's kind of beautiful because also I think people are so understanding and forgiving. It's not like people are gonna be oh, she's crying.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with that. Now, if you could remix one of your own songs with any producer, who would be your favorite producer to remix your stuff?
Oh, that's a hard one. Well, I would definitely love to do more songs with Tiesto. And David Guetta is welcome to remix any of my songs.
I'm glad the one with Tiesto finally came out because last time we chatted, it was about how you were supposed to perform it at Amsterdam. But if I remember correctly, you got sick and you couldn't perform?
Yeah, I had the worst food poisoning of my life. And I was debating with myself, if I should still do it. But then, you don't want to be remembered as the person who, threw up on stage. It would have been so bad. It would have been so bad.
No,
So
that's not the content we want.
no, it would have been so bad. So yeah, but I was really bummed. It was one of my like favorite. Like I was so excited to perform that song, and it's a super big venue, and it's really really like magical with all those people and the energy. And then I was just in bed with like I felt like crap for like days.
That just sucks.
So
And I kind of relate to
yeah.
that because when I got back from Amsterdam, I had to host gigs the next weekend, and I came back with a bronchial infection and lost my voice, and it wouldn't come back for
Oh
like a week and a half.
no.
And I missed like all these gigs because I didn't have a voice.
Oh,
So I totally
yeah.
feel for you. But I Follow Rivers is still an amazing song.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's one of my favorites. I love Licky Lee so much. She's, probably one of my favorite artists. So I felt so honored doing that cover. Yeah, I love it.
Now, what's your favorite part of the process of writing songs? Is it the writing? Is it the insane amount of work that goes into finally producing it? Or is it when you finally release it and it's out there in the world?
I think one of my favorite parts is because I feel like I have the best job in the world, and I just spend time with like my friends writing songs, and I'm like, this is insane. I think my favorite part is when I get the bounce, when like the first little bounce, and I just listen to it over and over again, and it's so exciting. And of course, releasing it into the world, sending it to like a DJ or someone who will like make a production, like change things up, and you're like, oh, you can do it, like that's so cool. Like take parts that we did and make it into something completely different. It's like I remember Hope was so slow. It was a
Really?
slow ass song. It was like a ballad, like it was completely different. And then when Drew and Alex came in, and they just completely changed it. So it's so cool sometimes. Yeah, but I think every part of the process is very rewarding and exciting. And then of course when it comes out, and you like when you see people who like in the audience who know the lyrics, that's even cooler.
As an artist who comes from both sides, with your Winona Oak songs, they're slower and more down tempo. When you get stuff back from a DJ that's fully produced, is it weird hearing it like sped up and faster?
No, I think it's just cool. Like I love it. And also now I'm spending so much time with like amazing producers, and in the room, and you can hear it like from scratch a bit more how it will sound. And no, I think it's really, I mean, in the beginning I was a bit like, okay, but now I just love it so much. And I'm also learning how to DJ myself. So
Really? Heck yeah.
yeah.
Can't wait to see those shows.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Now, what is your favorite part about being Oaks as opposed to being Winona?
I think it gives me a bit more freedom. It doesn't have to be as personal. And I feel like I think electronic music is just a bit more, I don't know how to say it. It's just, I think it just connects with a lot more people, and you can reach out to more people. It's a different audience, a bit more of a forgiving audience. It's not as like, I think with my Winona Oak stuff, it's a bit more like personal, and it feels, I feel a bit more free with my Oaks things. So, but it's also the beauty of it is that I can use both, and I can connect the two words. I can still like tell my stories and use my voice and my songwriting, but it doesn't feel as pressured, if it makes sense.
Gotcha. It totally makes sense because, of course, with dance songs, there's a lot that a listener can attach to, not only vocals, but also the production of it and the synth breakdown and stuff. So I totally get that.
Yeah.
Finally, in Finky's favorites, in honor of superpowers, if you could have any superpower, what would be your favorite superpower to have?
I would want to fly. It would be so cool. And the weird part is I'm super scared of heights. So it makes no sense. But I would just literally always wanted to fly, or heal. Heal would be my favorite superpower. If like my hands could heal someone.
I love
That
that. I
would.
never even
What
thought
would
of
you?
that one.
What would you choose?
Probably to see the future so that I don't make the stupid mistakes that I do.
Wouldn't it scare you a little bit though?
Yeah,
Like, to see,
very
like,
true. After saying that, I don't know if I want to know the future, especially in the world we're living in now.
I know.
Going back to your flying, this might be a stupid question, but have you ever skydived?
No. Hell no. I think I would faint. I can't even go on a roller coaster. My nephew, I took him to like this theme park a couple months ago, and I couldn't go on like the adult roller coasters. I had to go on the child roller coasters, basically.
Oh my God, I love that.
It was bad.
I will tell you this. So one of my best friends is deathly afraid of like roller coasters and heights too. And for my birthday, she came skydiving with me as a gift for my birthday. And she loved it. Literally the second we landed, she's like, I'm ready to do it again.
Wow, I think I would have fainted probably. I would faint for sure.
It would totally
It's
get
not
you
for
over
me.
your fear of heights though.
Yeah, maybe at some point I will try. Maybe.
Well, let's talk about stuff that you're not scared of. Amazing hits like Superpowers. How was this song born with Telykast?
So it's a song that I wrote together with legends Michel Citroen and John Martin, two of my favorites. I just love working with them, and I've written so much with them. And I love Telykast. They're just the sweetest. They're super talented. So yeah, we started the song in Stockholm, and we sent it over to them, and then they added their magic to it. And it's such a anthem for me. It just feels like very like fragile in a way, because you're like very vulnerable, and but then it's like, yeah, we got this together, like let's embrace the weirdness and our scars, and you know, it's just one of those really, you know, it's an anthem for me. So
It really is. It's very nostalgic sounding in EDM, which is great. Now, how long ago did you start writing it?
I think we wrote it, I'm not exactly sure. I think we wrote it last year, actually.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, something I love to find out about songs is how many different versions there are from when you start working on it, all the tweaking that goes on to when you finally master it and put it out. When you're writing songs, is there a lot of changing in it, or do you kind of just write it and put it out there?
Sometimes there is, and sometimes there's not. It's very like, it's like, for example, the song, I don't know if you heard the song I did with Bunt. It's called You.
Yes, absolutely.
That song started off, and it was just very different. And then he took the vocal and he pitched it up, and he did like a bunch of different things to it. So he took like a part of it. So it's very different. With Superpowers, I don't think we had that many versions. So I think we kind of loved it from scratch, and then yeah, and that's kind of the version you're hearing.
Well, congratulations on the success of it. It's such a smash.
Thank you.
Now, before I let you go, I asked ChatGPT to give me a question that Oaks has never been asked before, so I got to test this out, all right?
Okay, yeah.
And this is going to be a deep one, so it might be hard for you to answer, okay?
Okay.
When you step on stage, do you become Oaks, or does Oaks become you?
Oh, that's I think I become. I guess I think I become Oaks. I guess
It's a tough one to figure out, isn't it?
Oh, that's so hard. That feels like a mind fuck in a way. I don't know. Like, I have no idea. Like, yeah, I mean, Oaks. Yeah, I guess I become Oaks, because I think like especially now with the DJing and stuff, and creating a lot of electronic music, I think it's like I have to like go into this little Oaks.
Yeah, when I was thinking about that question, I'm the same way, because when I go on the radio, yeah, I'm still Brian Fink, but I mean, I'm Brian Fink to like an umpteenth level. Like, I just have to, and then when I come down off of being on the radio, I'm back to just being normal me. So I totally get becoming somebody else when you step out on stage. Now, when you DJ, are you going to DJ under Oaks or Winona Oak?
Oaks.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Definitely. But then, definitely include some singing and stuff. And I just, it's harder to DJ than I ever thought. It's like, it's a skill for sure. So I'm just going to have to practice a lot. All the credit to like DJs because it's so much harder than you think it is.
Do you have any idea when your first show is going to be?
Well, I mean, I would love to do some next year. I just really need to practice.
Gotcha. Well, congratulations on everything going on for you, not only with Oaks, but also with Winona Oak. Oaks, it is so great seeing you again. Thank you so much for your time with us on America's Dance 30.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I hope to see you again soon.